Hey guys, how's it going? My day is fine, thank you for asking. I'm gonna be watching WandaVision, Season 1, Episode 6 today, and I decided to do a reaction video to this because I haven't been releasing a lot of content, so I decided to change things up a bit. But I will talk about the first few episodes so far, so if you want to skip ahead, you can and just go straight to the reaction. But I'll kind of talk about why I'll start doing more reaction vids instead of gameplay videos, which I'll still have, but I decided to do reaction vids because this past few months I've been watching a lot of reaction videos, so it just seems like a really cool community, and I've subscribed to so many reactors, which kind of got me wanting to get more into doing reactions myself and bringing content for you guys, just because I thought, you know, watching stuff with other people and seeing them react to it was so cool that I just wanted to do it myself. So I decided, like, what perfect time to do it when, you know, Marvel is back after like a whole year, and we've got Winter Soldier and Falcon coming out next month, and then Loki series and the Hawkeye series will be coming whenever, and then Black Widow's dropping this May, and there's just a bunch of other things that's just not exclusive to Marvel that I would love to bring and react and have content for you guys to see. Aside from that, I would like to talk about the first few episodes now regarding WandaVision. It's really good so far, I have to say, and I really like it, and it's something that's really different, even just from all the other Marvel shows, because this is Marvel's first Disney Plus show. And I think it's really well done so far, and you know, I was kind of worried that I guess it being on Disney Plus and it being a show wouldn't reach the expectations people have for it being Marvel, but they not only met it, but they just surpassed it, and the production is so good so far. But talking about, you know, the series up until episode 6, I know episode 6 is going to be the Halloween episode, the one that they've been teasing with the OG costumes and everything, and I would like to say that it's getting really interesting, and I know there are so many different theories, and we have to talk about the Quicksilver thing. The whole thing with, you know, Quicksilver not being Aaron Taylor Johnson and being Evan Peters was really interesting to me. I knew for sure that Evan Peters would be playing Quicksilver once I saw him on the cast, but when they first announced WandaVision, I was really excited because I really thought that we were going to be seeing Aaron Taylor Johnson back as Quicksilver, and I'm kind of bummed out for that, but I am kind of glad that we get something, and not only that, but it's combining universes. I will come back to that after I address just everything so far. So we know that, you know, Westview, I mean, the whole Westview anomaly, I was trying to understand, like, you know, the amnesia part when they were explaining it. I will kind of explain what I got from it. It's just that I feel like Wanda, there was a certain point in time from Endgame to, you know, now WandaVision, where she was in a stage of grief, I want to say, and she was, you know, manipulated by a certain someone. And I will bring up that certain someone a little bit later, but it was kind of interesting how, you know, Wanda didn't really seem too distressed. And I mean, of course, she was saddened over the fact that she lost Vision. However, I think that time from Endgame to now, we didn't see that. And, you know, a lot could have happened. She could have just gone through a lot of trauma and just reliving the events of that movie. So it's just interesting. You kind of have to fill in the gaps and think about what led up to, you know, her being in this situation with the Westview anomaly. And also, you know, the whole thing with Vision's corpse, I believe that was revealed episode 5, was it? It might have been, no, it was 4. I think 4 was when Monica gets thrown out of Westview, and then Wanda sees, you know, dead Vision basically. And that made me think that, okay, I mean, we see they confirm it in episode 5 that she steals the Vision's body. And to circle back to the Quicksilver thing, another reason why it makes more sense to use Evan Peters is because our Quicksilver, the one that we know in the MCU, he's dead, and, you know, Vision is not human. So if she were in some way trying to bring back her brother, it would be very different. And I think it also has to tie into her speech that she gave with Sparky in, I believe it was the last episode, that she can't resurrect the dead, and I mean to a certain extent I think that might be true, but in this case with Vision, to go back to the person that I was thinking, I had Mephisto in mind. I've seen a lot of articles and stuff come up with his name about it and theories, and his name has been circling around a lot regarding the show. I really feel like he's behind everything, and you know, everyone's talking how Agnes may be Agatha Harkness, who's a witch, and I think that makes sense because I don't think there was much detail coming up on her when they were, you know, showing the cast and everyone, and people also pointed out that they didn't see anything regarding Dottie, so that was really interesting. In the comics, I mean, I'm not too familiar with the House of M storyline. I do know Wiccan and Speed, which is Tommy and Billy. I was familiar with them as a kid. I read about them. I know they joined, I believe, like it was the Young Avengers, but that actual story on, you know, Wanda getting pregnant with them and everything, and I believe they're supposed to be soul shards of Mephisto, and the only exposure I had to Mephisto was from Ghost Rider 2 and Ghost Rider 1, the movie with Nicolas Cage. And I mean, it's a terrible movie, but I'm glad I had some exposure to the character, so I'm familiar with kind of like, yeah, he's basically the devil of Marvel. And I believe in Ghost Rider 2, Johnny Blaze, I believe that's his name, he has to help out like this mom, and she has a son. She basically made a deal with Mephisto, the devil, to get pregnant, and he's the spawn of Mephisto basically. So there's always, I feel like with Mephisto and just with, you know, making a deal with the devil, like, you know, there's always a cost. So I feel like that is going to tie in with Wanda and the twins, and, you know, Vision finding out everything is all coming together. So I feel like this episode will be the one that shit really starts to hit the fan. I mean, shit hit the fan last episode, but then they left us on a cliffhanger. But now Vision's, you know, it's sort of like the Truman Show is realizing everything around him is fake, and that reality is kind of falling apart, and Wanda's still trying to hold on to it. I also really want to note that I love that they brought back Darcy Lewis from Thor. I've been loving her character so far, and I feel like she's just that much needed comic relief. I mean, Jimmy Woo's kind of there, but I like Darcy a lot more, and I think she's a lot funnier, and I loved her in those original movies. I was talking to a friend. He was saying that he thinks that Quicksilver, I mean, I'm gonna watch the episode and we're gonna see, but he thinks that Quicksilver's kind of gonna be that Uncle Joey figure. From what he was wearing, he definitely seems like that kind of character, and she was a little bit confused at first, you know, because it's like it's him, but it's also not him. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that she didn't do that. That was this person controlling everything, which I believe is Mephisto. And I think Agnes is a part of that as well, because I do think she has awareness of what's going on. And I mean, even with Sparky, the situation with Sparky, like that was really odd. All of the moments that she always comes in and she knows what's going on, and the time where she was just like, should we take it from the top? Like, it's all really weird. It's just eerie. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen and how the Vision is gonna sort of, I mean, further confront Wanda about everything, and how Monica, Jimmy, and, you know, Darcy on the outside, how they're gonna address this with all of that stuff going on in the inside. I also heard that Doctor Strange will make an appearance. I think it would make sense if he gets involved, just because if Mephisto is the person behind it, we would need some extra help. That is basically my opinion so far to catch you guys up, because just wanted to give you my take on the first few episodes, and I will be doing the reaction vids for the rest of the season, for Falcon and Winter Soldier, and for the Loki series, because I just kind of want to start reaction vids now. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into the episode.
Previously on WandaVision.
What aren't you telling me?
You have to stop her. Just make her stop!
You can't control me the way you do them.
Can't I? I'm not the one with the guns.
That's another thing. I thought it was so interesting how her accent came back when she left Westview. I mean, it came back a little bit inside, but it was like full accent outside.
He was killed by Ultron.
Oh, they showed him.
Long lost bro, get to squeeze his stinking sister to death or what?
I love how they showed him to show the difference between both Quicksilvers, if the, you know, audience is confused. This is 2000s? Yeah, I think they're the same age, if not a little bit older than... Oh my god, it's Pietro. That's hilarious. They have the effects from the MCU on the Fox Pietro. It's funny because he goes by Peter in Fox.
A magical holiday.
Oh, Wiccan.
All about family, friends, and the thrill of getting to be someone else for a day. Man, he even snores cool. I'm not.
Somebody
OG
better
costume.
be broken or on fire.
And he's what you call a man-child.
Or he's a totally different person. Okay, got a vision.
Let me guess. Traffic light.
Well, you have fun tonight.
I think in the Fox universe, his sister was like significantly younger than him.
He's a bacchanal for adolescent troublemakers.
But no, that's not what you're supposed to.
What?
Don't sweat it, sis. I got the old XY chromosome. Uncle Pete to the rescue, huh?
There you go. Problem solved.
He's got the Aaron Taylor Johnson Pietro hair and not the Fox one, because I believe the Fox one is just like all silver. So I mean there's a tad of like the MCU. I mean even with the effects that they added. So like there's parts of the Aaron Taylor Johnson in this Pietro. But he's also got the style of the other Pietro with the video games and stuff.
You don't even have a costume.
Don't tell me he's gonna wear the... Oh, it's the actual okay comic book one. And the hair too, I love it. It's very accurate.
Maximoff was never going to negotiate with us. We take her out, this whole nightmare ends.
We don't know that. We actually have no idea what will happen in there or out here if Wanda dies.
Exactly, that's absolutely stupid to do that. What happens to the people that are being controlled? You know, the other guy in charge.
Captain Rambo, you have become an impediment to this mission. Get her off my base. Now. All of them.
This can't be good.
Why didn't anyone tell me the plan?
Are they gonna find a way to sneak in? Are you gonna be hiding out? Maybe they're gonna get more help?
It's not a competition, Tommy. It is if you're a winner.
I wish Tommy was like in the green suit, but it's still cool.
I know I look different.
Why do you?
She's like, you're Pietro, but you're not my Pietro. And why are they using powers right in the open? I mean, I'm sure they can see. Like, it's not like he is imperceivable. Maybe it was just the Fox thing. I don't know. There's obviously like more effects put into the MCU one, so I'm like, how do they not see that? But then if you think about the Fox one, you're like, well, like Pietro is able to do a bunch of stuff with all of those funny scenes that he does, so it's breaking. Here we go with the ads.
Hungry. I remember hungry.
What did you do?
Snacked on yo magic, bro.
I like this claymation. This is dark.
Yo magic. The snack for survivors.
I wonder what that's a callback to.
What happened to your accent?
Exactly.
What happened to yours?
Fox one doesn't have an accent.
I got shot like a chump in the street for no reason at all, and next thing I know, I heard you calling me.
If you're gonna break the sound barrier, please just take your brother with you.
Really? Really?
And please just remember to
Don't go past Ellis Avenue.
Probably will.
Be careful!
Who is that?
Wanda's brother came to town.
You brought the wrong face.
Over here.
Yeah, they know.
Hayward figured out a way to look through the boundary.
And you didn't share it with the group.
The program is tracking the decay signature of vibranium.
Vision.
These people near the edge of town, they're barely moving.
Freaky. I wonder why it's at the edge. Oh yeah, we didn't see children up until now. Maybe either Wanda or the person in charge, which I mean I said before, I think is Mephisto, and maybe with the help of Agnes, put children into this this episode because they know that he was onto something. It's really creepy. I mean, I'm sure, I think he already knows that they're being controlled, but like, I don't know why he still bothered to ask them. Okay. The engine's still running and everything.
What are you doing here?
She's frozen. Oh, why is she not frozen? but frozen at the same time.
Got lost.
In the town you grew up in?
She looks so, like, dead inside.
It's alright.
You're one of the Avengers. You're Vision. Are you here to help us?
I am Vision. I do want to help. But what's an Avenger?
I don't... I was gonna say, why did he, you know, put Norm back into that state? I mean, okay, I mean, he was freaking out and it might have blown cover, but...
Why would you think that?
Because you are.
Agnes, it is my intention to reach those outside of Westview and make sense of our situation. Agnes, please, calm down. Agnes!
Here we go with the creepiness. Okay, and puts her back too.
I will fix this, Agnes, I promise.
Okie dokie, neighbor.
But why was she just sitting there in the car with the engine running and then answers Vision? Oh, there's Ellis. I mean, the barrier has to be nearby. Vision is not under, you know, the spell. Some kind of containment.
That's it. My way back into the hex will be here in an hour.
Oh, that's right. Who is this person? I was like, he has to be a big character if there was suspense that she left in that previous episode.
The energy inside has rewritten your cells on a molecular level twice.
I think that has to do with her powers. I'm not sure if Monica is supposed to be the next Captain Marvel, or was Captain Marvel before Carol? But I know she's Photon, but people keep on saying that she's Captain Marvel, so I'm like, okay, is Photon and Captain Marvel two different people? Like two different names that Monica takes up? I don't know. But I know for sure she's Photon. I just wasn't sure if she ends up taking up the Captain Marvel mantle as well.
Damn it, if Westview, New Jersey isn't charming as hell.
There's so many kids.
Where were you hiding all these kids up till now?
What?
I
Exactly.
assume they were all just sleeping peacefully in their beds.
Thank you.
Families and couples stay together. Most personalities aren't far from what's underneath. People got better jobs.
He's acknowledging the control part.
How'd you even do all this?
Thank you. I believe she had help.
I'm not some stranger. And I'm not your husband.
She doesn't know.
I don't know how I did it. I only remember feeling completely alone.
Exactly. And then somebody stepped in and was just like, I can promise you this if you, in return, if you do this. So that's what I feel like is going on. I wish it would have shown Aaron Taylor Johnson, but, that still works. I really wish that, I still wish that it was Aaron Taylor Johnson, but this is still good.
Hayward, you sneaky bastard.
It would be funny if he wasn't speaking in the accent as well. Or if, the Fox Peter was speaking in the accent and Aaron Taylor Johnson's Pietro wasn't.
What's he doing?
Here we go. I don't think it'll be that easy though. I have a feeling that Vision is not gonna last if he leaves the barrier. I mean, the jump rope thing showed that the jump rope came out that way, but Vision's kind of different. He's a reanimated corpse. Okay, he's still okay. I don't know, is she gonna come after him? Pull him back in? Yeah, I think he's being pulled back into the reality. He's like bound to it. I knew it.
Whoa, Billy. Mom!
What is it, Billy?
Your dad, he's in trouble. What are you doing? Help him!
Do they just want him to fall apart? It's gonna make her even more angry. He's gonna have to go back.
Where's your dad?
Hey, don't sweat it, sis. It's not like your dead husband could die twice.
He has died twice. He's becoming annoying now.
They think he's dying.
She can freeze everything.
It's moving. Go, 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 go.
Is it getting bigger? It's expanding. Oh no, is Darcy gonna get caught in it? As funny as it would be, Oh no. They're gonna have to get her out. I don't think they're gonna show her. Wait, will they? They might show her. Yeah, I think they're gonna show her and wait till show her next episode. I don't think he's gonna get caught in. Or either that or it'll be up to Jimmy and Monica to save them.
Come in, anyone read me? Anyone hear my voice? Does anyone read me?
Jesus. I mean, Wanda didn't have to take it that far. But I think she wanted to guarantee that they wouldn't intercept again. And that's it. Well, that was a good episode, I would say. I kind of have a lot of questions. I think that Pietro is going to be a continuous problem for Wanda and continue to question things, but in like a funny manner. It's kind of like he's joking, but at the same time like not joking. So in a sense, it's really it's just throwing shade. And then I mean, Vision falling apart, that, yeah, I feel like that. I don't think there is any way or reality that by the end of this series, if they do, eliminate the whole force field barrier and Westview anomaly thing, and everyone is released free, I don't think there's any way that Vision can come out of that alive, just because we can just see that once he leaves the barrier, he's just, not only is he being pulled back, but if he stays out for that long, he'll probably just revert back to, just pieces and parts and scraps. So yeah, I'm just really wondering. I mean, it makes sense why Wanda wants to stay there, because she probably knew that if he left, he would fall apart. But that's the thing, it's like, I think it will eventually need to come to that where she needs to make the choice to leave, and that will be at the expense of Vision, of course, because she has to live her life outside of this, perfect little world that she's created, with help, of course. So yeah, I don't know. And also how after this, when this all gets figured out and sorted, how the whole Pietro situation is going to play out. Like, does he just get sent back to his... I mean, I know that, of course, like, Fox and Disney can now connect, but, like, does he just start assuming MCU Pietro's, I guess, life? Or does he, in some way go back to his universe, even though we can still, have characters come over, but it doesn't mean that it's like the door's open, but like he can go back to his universe now when this is all over. So that's kind of like my question. And in some way, are the twins, are their powers going to be helpful in sorting this all out? Because I mean, we can see that they've developed their powers this episode, but is there any I guess extent to where they could help out or want to break free as well? Like, that would be interesting if they cross Ellis Avenue, because I mean, I mentioned it before, as kids, like, you're told not to do something, you don't do this, or you eat your vegetables, they don't want to eat their vegetables, don't cross Ellis Avenue, of course they're going to want to cross Ellis Avenue. Yeah, really interested to see what happens next episode. I think there are, I want to say 3 more episodes left. I think there's a total of 9. And by then, Falcon and Winter Soldier will be out really soon. So I'm excited to see what happens next. But if you like this video, please subscribe. If you have any theories or things that you can point out to me that maybe I missed, please comment down below. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys.